Hey, it's Curt Peterson. This is going to be part 2 of your video swing analysis, in which we're going to look down the line and we're going to do a comparison between the first lesson that we did on 7-8 on the left and the second lesson we did on 7-13. I had to get the dates right. The first video have the wrong dates. But what we're going to do is we're going to focus on your takeaway, hinge, and then the position at the top of the swing, and then an impact. And we're going to bring in 2 tour professionals to kind of just make a comparison between the swing on 7-13 on the right and those 2 players. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to show you your 2 swings in sync here. So we're going to have you take the club back for both of them. You're going to notice the takeaway, one-piece takeaway. And if we were to stop there, you would notice that the swing on the right is taking a little bit longer than the swing on the left. So the swing from 7-13 is a little bit longer, and the reason why is if we were to look at that swing from face on, you would notice that your takeaway position is much wider. So your arc width is better on the swing on the right than the swing on the left. And then when you finish your swing, your downswing is a little bit quicker on the right than on your left, because when we finish it right here, you'll notice that the time is less on the right than on the left, which is kind of interesting. Okay, now we're going to show both swings with drawings on them, so I'm going to bring in the drawings. Okay, now we're going to start them again, and you're going to notice that on the right I have the club shaft at 52 degrees and on the left at 55 degrees. When you're parallel to the ground for your takeaway, I have a little black circle down here by 128 on the right, and then over here by 90 on the left, and you'll notice that you're slightly inside on the video from the left, whereas the video on the right you're almost in line with your body line. So you've made an improvement between 7-8 and 7-13 on the takeaway, better takeaway. Then when you hinge the club, and again, we don't really hinge the club as early as I would like. We still need to focus on that. The tendency is for you to lift the club up with your left shoulder triangle instead of using your hands to hinge the club and get it at a 45-degree angle. Now on the left you're at 46, and on the right you're at 45. Again, those angles are mostly done by your shoulder lifting the club up then with your hands. Now we're going to bring you up to the top, and you're going to see that on the left hand side, the left hand swing, from your left elbow to your hand is 40 degrees. You started at 55, so you're a little bit flat, and you can see that the club's flat. If you look at the swing on the right, you're going to notice that you're at 45 degrees from the left elbow to the hand, and you started at 52, so a big improvement. And you can see the club head isn't as laid off as the one back on the left at 7-8, so that's an improvement as well. When you bring the club down on the left on 7-8, you're at 44 degrees, and the one on the right you're actually now completely in plane, you're at 52 degrees, so again a better movement on the right. When you get the impact, you're at 53 degrees on the right, and you're at 56 degrees on the left. So you're very close to where you started at for both of them. So again, from a starting and finishing perspective, that's pretty good. Now, again, if we were to do this in slow motion between the 2, what I want you to just look at on the left is look at your head position. So in 7-8, you kept your head still and maintained your spine angle, and then look how much you dropped down at impact. So you drop down a good 3-4 inches. On the right on 7-13 we'll do the same thing. You come up just a little bit, and then you come down, and then you come through the ball. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the one on the right from 7-13 and make a comparison to a tour player. So I'm going to bring in Anthony Kim. And we're just going to make, even though he's a younger player, we're going to make a little comparison here. I want you to take a look at his head position on this backswing and also his hinge position as well on the backswing and downswing. So you can see right there he's made his hinge and he's completely in line with where he started from. Then he's at the top of the swing, and then when he comes down, similar to you, he drops down. You can see that hinge on the downswing is right in plane. He gets the impact. He's perfect at impact from where he started, and then he follows through and finishes a swing. Let's bring a different player in. We're going to go back to Immelman. We'll bring him in. We're going to do the same thing. You can see him as he takes the club back. His hinge is a little bit more upright. Then he lays off the club a little bit and flattens it out. Comes down to the ball and then finishes his swing. A little bit different than Anthony Kim. For us, we take the club back. Again, we try to hinge. We still have to focus on that. You bring it up the top of your swing, you're in a better position. Now you start to bring the club down. You're rotating your hips, getting through the ball. There you're at impact. Good hip rotation. Turn the club over with your hands and finish your swing with great balance. So again, from a takeaway perspective, that wider arc width is very important. The hinge, we still need to focus on the hinge. At the top, you're in a much better position, more in line with where you started from. And then when you're bringing the club down, just have to really focus on those hips rotating and then getting the impact and finishing your swing. So hopefully this has been very helpful for you to see the improvement you've made just in a 5-day period between 7-8 and 7-13 and moving on. So keep on working on that.